I'm Lainey.
I'm Brittany, and welcome to season two of Sisters in Christ.
So today is the start of our season 2. It's been a long time. I don't even know how long it's been actually.
Yeah, so it's definitely been a while. A lot of things have changed, and a lot of things are changing this season. I've moved. Lainey's. Do you want me to mention that you moved?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, Lainey's moved. It's been a whole thing. Are you enjoying your new house?
Getting there. It still looks like we're still unpacking boxes and nothing's. Well, I mean, we're getting a few more things on the wall, but it's still like tons and tons of boxes everywhere. So it still kind of hasn't feel. It doesn't feel moved in yet.
Yeah,
So I
yeah.
don't know. It's just taken a little bit. We moved in like mid November, like mid to late November. So I mean, it's February. There's been
That's really not bad though. Like I've got boxes that I've never unpacked since I moved out of my mom and dad's house. Like it's a thing. It's fine.
well, it kind of feels like at this point, it's like it's gonna get done eventually.
Right.
I'm trying not to stress about it. That's really the major thing. You know, like I know Brittany started school, but I'm gonna be starting school this year, and even Trevor's starting school this year. Even so,
Oh, cool. I didn't know that. That'll be
yeah.
fun.
Uh, he works at the casino right now, but he um is wanting to do like computer engineering. So it just must be the time for school this year.
Right. I feel like we got like for me, I got my all my stuff that I wanted to get out of the way when I got out of high school. Like I was just ready to be an adult, and now I'm like, man, I should have went to college. So
Right.
that's definitely focusing on that this year. It's a good year for it, though.
Yeah.
I mean,
I mean,
why
well,
not?
see, I even went to school right after school and didn't finish. I think sometimes it just takes a little break
Yeah.
to figure out what you want to do.
Yeah, I agree. You just need a break to really think about it, and you don't want to waste all the money and then go for
Yes.
something you don't know for sure that that's what you want to do.
Right. I'm
That's
paying off
stressful.
student loans from something I don't even have. Like,
Yeah.
I don't have a degree for what I was going for, and I'm paying off those loans. So, might as well not waste money.
So school, we moved. Um, gosh,
I
there's been quite
oh,
a bit of stuff that's just really popped up in there.
yeah, and see, I lost my one job and quit my other job. So like I remember when I had already quit my job at the group home, had taken another job to do like basically be a nanny, and I actually had a hip injury at that same time. Um, I didn't think it was a big deal. Went to the doctor and was like, "You kind of need some physical therapy." Like
Oh
like
gosh.
it was a big ordeal. I just thought I didn't think anything was too major, and it wasn't. But I couldn't do the nanny position. I was like, these kids need someone that will actually like get down and play with them, and that was just something I couldn't do at the time.
Yeah.
So then I thought I was going to go back to the group home, and it just didn't work out. And then I lost my other job, and I was like, oh my gosh, what are we gonna do? Like we had rent and bills and all that kind of stuff, and I was like, I don't know what we're gonna do. Like, where am I gonna get a job? And we just talked. Me and Trevor talked about it and pray. Like I felt like we just had to pray about it, and he was like, we can make it work because we don't have to. Like, we are really blessed with this house. We don't have to pay anything on it, and um, so Trevor's like, we can make it a few months without you having a job. So he just, like, didn't make me go back, and it's been a crazy year.
That's great though that you can do that and take some time and figure out what you want to do and not
Yeah,
have to stress out and have that stressor of we've got to get this done. You know what I mean? Like I've
right.
got to work now. That's
Yeah,
stressful when it's like that.
it is,
Um,
and it was definitely a learning experience. Like, I remember that first week that we didn't have rent. I just went to the grocery store and just bought things that I hadn't bought in forever.
Yeah, because you've got that money now, and then it's like, man, I miss having this cheese. Like,
Right.
I
I
get
went and
it.
bought like peppermint bark coffee creamer. Like it was so
Yum.
wonderful, and I was like, we can actually afford to get all this junk.
Right?
I think I even bought donuts. Like, I just bought like
Wow.
random stuff, like just because we could.
Like snacky stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, right. Things that we just learned to live without for a little while. I mean, we'd get some things here and there, of course, but we had to learn how to not just buy a bunch of junk all the time.
Yeah.
And so it was a learning experience for sure.
Yeah. Well, gosh, I don't even remember. I don't think I was working from home whenever we finished up the last season. So I'm working from home now. I really like it.
That would be
Definitely,
awesome.
it's repetitive, but it's fine. Like I don't
Yeah.
have to get up and go somewhere. I do
Oh,
miss like human contact that isn't on the phone, but it definitely is worth it. I feel like,
yeah.
like,
So what are
um,
you doing? I haven't actually
um,
gotten to talk to you about it much, but
so I work for a company. I'm not gonna say it just because
yeah,
of
that's
yeah,
fine.
but I work for a company. Basically, they are like the mother company of employment agencies.
Oh, okay.
So people call in and they'll have questions or they need to. We'll have like an automatic system that'll dial out and ask them to give us a call back to schedule an interview. So I'll schedule interviews and help them if there's any like technical issues and um, help them get their application started. So it's
Oh
really cool.
wow, that's awesome.
I really, I really like it because it kind of goes in with what I'm going for school for. So in a
Right.
way, it works out. Um,
And
but
you
yeah.
get to wear your pajamas. That's like I would be taking advantage of that.
Oh yeah, I do.
Like
I kind of feel bad because like I literally like I haven't worn jeans in so long. Unless I go out to the store or something, I'm like, pajamas are fine.
right.
But
I would
yeah,
never be seen in jeans again probably. Not at home.
but it makes it funny because like going to the grocery store feels like I have to get dressed like really dressed up, like
Right.
usually just jeans.
Fixing your hair to go to the grocery store and like putting on makeup.
Yeah, yeah. So, but I do. I like it. It's all right. I think I'll like it more once I get done with school and I'm able to move up a little bit. I'm not doing the same thing. Literally, I feel like I have the same conversation all day long. But
Yeah,
I'd rather do that than work my behind off somewhere. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
not that I have anything against working hard. It's
Well,
easier on my body that way.
right,
So,
yeah. Yeah.
um,
I don't blame you. I mean, it would be a dream to work from home. And see, that's kind of what I want to do too, like with the degree I want to get. I'm like, there were two degrees that I was thinking about getting. Thought about behavioral like specialist,
uh-huh.
kind of like they do in the group home, like to take, um, what is it, to like work on behaviors and stuff.
You
Um,
would do so good with that.
and see, I think so too. But then I was like, I would actually have to go to work and
Yeah, I get that.
and so then I was like, marketing degree to an extent you could probably stay home a little bit more. Um, I had read that it was kind of a better option if you're wanting to work from home. Um,
Right.
so I was like, that's kind of like a job. This is another thing I had read actually, is that it's kind of a job that like is pretty general. So it's not going to be like something specific that you have to do at one spot. Like everywhere needs marketing.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
so it's kind of general. Like it's not just gonna like stick me to one kind of job, basically.
And that'll help you like further, like if further this, or if you wanted to
Right.
start your own page and do something, you would know how to do that. Like that would be awesome. Like that would just help yourself out a lot anyway. Let alone actually working from home and helping other people too.
Right.
So that's
Right.
cool.
And see, I guess I need to mention. I don't think I mentioned this on Facebook during our break, but I did start my dog's Instagram and stuff, and
Yeah. Yes. So it is awesome. She's on TikTok too. Don't let her just tell you it's Instagram.
well, It's been fun. That's the thing that I don't think people get, that it's like I started it to just have fun with it. Like it really, I had started to do it a little bit just because when I switched my phone from an iPhone to Android, I've lost all my videos and most of my pictures of when she was like really little.
Oh,
And so I was like, I'll start like a social media that way, like all of it's backed up that way. Like I'm not going to worry about losing it cuz it's all going to be on the internet.
right, right. Yeah, that's one way to do it. That's smart.
And then I just really had fun, like making her little videos on TikTok. It was really fun. And so then, like, it was first TikTok. And then Trevor was like, oh, maybe you should make her an Instagram. Like, this is going well. So go ahead and make her an Instagram. And I did. And she's actually had a brand deal with a brand that, where she gets like, she has a discount code in her name.
That's awesome.
It
That's
really kind of
fantastic.
blew up a little more than I thought it would. I thought it was just going to be like, I'm going to post pictures of her. And I mean, the dream was to get like deals like that eventually, but
Yeah,
it's been really fast.
that's great. And then
So,
that's first of all, that's awesome. Secondly, she has such a, a what's it called, personality. Like
yeah,
she's so stinking cute.
she's so goofy. And that's like the best thing for TikTok.
Of course, and
I
people love
never
that.
ever, like, I didn't want to download TikTok on my phone. And
Really?
I was like, no, I just don't want to. And then a YouTuber I watch downloaded TikTok and she was trying to show her videos like on YouTube, but she couldn't use the music for copyright.
Oh yeah.
And so I downloaded TikTok to watch her videos. And I was like, this is kind of fun. So then, like, I started watching them and getting, like, kind of addicted to watching TikTok videos. And I was like, there's a lot of dog videos on here.
Aw.
And one thing led to another. I was making her TikTok, her first one, and when I finally got it recorded, I went around screaming around the house. I was like, I did it! I did it! And she was just like jumping all over the place thinking that she had did something wonderful. So,
Aw.
you know, it's fun.
Yeah.
I recommend everyone doing it. It's really fun.
That's cool. I love TikTok. Like I might have a problem. I'll just scroll through, and I just feel
Yep. You
like
just keep
parents just look at me
scrolling.
like, come on. Like I
Well,
love it.
you should start Mina one and
Aw.
then we'll collaborate.
Originally, I had two videos of Mina on there, and I don't know
Oh,
if I
did you?
deleted them. I did. I don't know. I don't know if I deleted them or if like they just got deleted. And I hadn't been on to look at that part of it, you know. And
Right.
then when I went on there, I was like, where are those videos? Because they were kind of cute. Like, I was like,
Yeah.
man.
See, that's why I really started it too. Because like when you lose their videos, it's so sad.
Yeah, it is. Because then, like, she's not nearly she's a little chunker now. And when I got her, she was so skinny
I
and
remember you
little.
showing me
And
pictures of her when you first got her.
now
She was so
I think
little.
she's grown as far as like lengthwise goes too, and height, but she's just a bigger dog.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, oh, where's my little baby at?
Yeah, so they're not really tiny. Which Chloe's kind of, she's gotten bigger since we had her spayed last year.
Yeah, she's grown. She's so freaking
She's um like I guess she's due for a vet appointment soon. I'm like, I wonder how big she's gonna be. Like, I know she's over 50 pounds.
well, I don't know how much Mina weighs. I need to take her in and just get a good checkup. She's not had one in a while, and need to get her nails trimmed. My goodness, she got me in the eye so bad.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're dangerous.
yeah, it is my fault. I was laying down to, I had a migraine and I was laying down on the ground and she pounced at me because she thought I was trying to play. She was a little hyper
Oh.
and she got me right in the eye. And I've never seen so much blood in my life.
Oh
I
my
freaked
gosh.
out. Terrence freaked out. He was like, come on, we're going to the hospital. Like,
Oh my
get up.
gosh. Oh my gosh. And you're like your migraine was probably horrible.
Oh my gosh, yeah. It actually, yeah. Like, the doctor goes, well, this didn't help anything, did it? And I was like, no, it did not.
Made it worse. Thanks. Yeah, there and we had to get hers trimmed. I had my mom do it because we don't have clippers here, and I was just like, I'm not dealing with it. I'll let mom do it.
Yeah.
Or my dad. My dad was really supposed to do it, but he was in bed, and I was like, mom had already cut Gabby's, and I was like, I'll go get some peanut butter, and Chloe was fighting my mom like she did not want to do it. And last time we had my dad do it with peanut butter, and she didn't budge. So I don't know what it was this
Oh,
time,
I
but
don't know.
she's a mess.
I get afraid that I'm gonna cut them because Mina's nails are dark and I
Yeah,
can't see. You know what I mean? And I'm like, please don't cut. I don't want to cut them. It makes me too
right.
nervous. Plus, she's a nervous dog. She's
Yeah.
very anxious. And
No.
I'm like, that's the last thing I need. She won't look at me ever again.
Just take her to the vet. They don't really charge too much too, I don't think, sometimes.
Yeah,
Which
funny you
she's
say
due
that.
for her vaccinations, and I think it was close to $200. And I'm just like, that's just so
That's a
pricey.
lot. My goodness.
Her spay procedure wasn't even that much.
Oh,
So I don't know what it is. Maybe they just added it wrong. I don't know. But it's like that's just so expensive. But
yeah.
I mean, I know she needs them, but I don't know. I guess we have mosquitoes like crazy out in our backyard during the spring, summer, and fall,
Oh,
and um, I guess we have to do like a heartwormer medicine for her because she could get really sick. So I'm like, man, now I really do have to go spend that money.
yeah.
But she's
I'm
worth
gonna
it, of
have.
course. But.
I think I'm gonna have to do that too. We get up pretty bad when we think about that. So yeah, I probably should get that done.
See, I didn't
we
think
have to
about it
think.
either. And it's just, mom had told me, and I was like, well, crap. Like,
Yeah,
we need to figure
yeah.
something out.
Family members' dogs got it, and they had it whenever she'd gotten her. And
Oh,
it's so for one, it's expensive, and for two, it's very hard on the dog
yeah,
to treat them for it. And you could just tell by how she breathes that it does
right.
restrict her a little bit. Um, but yeah,
Like, I
that's
know that kids are expensive, but dogs can be really expensive too.
yeah.
Like, if you take good care of them, they really are expensive. Which we switched to like a more expensive dog food even because she was throwing up all the time.
Yeah.
She was throwing up every day. We had to switch her food to like, I mean, it's not the best food in the world, but it's more expensive than what we had. And it was just like, you know, it, and a lot of people are like, why do you treat your dog like your kid? That's just another story, but you know,
Because it is my kid, thank you.
exactly. And if you're not going to treat them like your kid, don't have them because, they deserve to be treated well too.
Yeah.
It's just
I
sad to see that, like, there's people that don't take care of their pets. It's like, why'd you even get them?
right. What's the point in that?
It's just sad.
Um, what was I going to tell you? There was a video I seen. What was it? It was so cute though. I don't remember. I have to send it to you. I have to look it up and send it to you. It was
Yeah.
the cutest stinking video I'd seen in a while of a dog, and I was like, oh my gosh, I loved it.
I love dog videos. Since we've started her stuff, like, that's all I watch anymore. It feels like
Yeah.
dog videos.
Oh.
Which we were gonna get another dog. Um, I know I sent you several pictures of dogs that we were gonna get, and then just it didn't work out like at the moment, with um us moving and everything. It was just like it's probably not the right time for us to get a puppy, but
Well, it'll be time soon. It's probably hectic right now.
yeah, it is, and it's just I know we've talked about like in season 1 like pregnancy stuff, and like it's been over a year that we've been trying, and like it's to the point where I'm like I'm done worrying about it. Like if it happens, it happens. And so I'm like, well, maybe, like, I was like, maybe we should get a puppy.
They say that's how it happens though when you quit worrying about it. But I know how that feels though. You're like,
Yeah. And it's just like, my PCOS had gotten out of control last year at the end of the year, especially. I guess with like moving and stuff, I don't know, like if this extra stress caused it. I
kind of
don't
like a
know.
flare up.
Yeah, it was like I'm trying to think. I don't remember like irregular cycles and stuff, of course. But like I was having acne problems, like to the
Uh-huh.
point where it wouldn't go away and it would just like get more and more and more. And I went to the doctor and I've talked to you about it, progesterone, and I know I had mentioned it before like on Facebook. Um and it's worked really well for me. But then I asked her about acne. I was like, it hurts. Like, my face hurts. And putting on makeup hurts. Everything hurts. And she said, well, actually, anything I could give you for acne will make it to where you can't have a baby. Like, you have to, like, prevent yourself from having a baby because it's really dangerous. Like, did you know
Wow.
that was even possible? Like that was the first time I had ever heard of that, and it was just crazy.
I hadn't. Yeah, no, I didn't know that was a thing. That's crazy. But I didn't. I mean, obviously, I know that they have medicines you have to watch that, but I didn't know that they couldn't prescribe something for the acne and
Right.
it be dangerous.
Yeah, she told me if I wanted it, sure, but she knew that we were trying to get pregnant. And so she was like, now we will have to prevent pregnancy with this. So it's like, no, that's not important. I'll just
Mhm.
deal with it.
I've been using. Hold on, I need to go look at it to tell you the name of it because I don't know that it'll work because I know like it's over. I got it at Sally's honestly, but because I'd seen a YouTuber use it, I thought it was this one and it wasn't this one. Cetaphil. Have you used that?
That sounds super familiar.
I'll have to send you a picture of it, but it's white and it's got a blue label and a blue pump on it, and it is the only thing that has touched my acne in
Really.
forever. Like my face is so much clearer than it's been in a long time.
See, my
But
mom gave me a over the counter medicated one,
mm-hmm,
and it feels like it's working, but I'm still having like a few pop ups.
yeah, yeah, it is a little medicated, and I don't know. Uh, I don't know what it's got in it. I'd have to look at it again. But and I do get still some, especially around my hairline. My hairline is the worst. But
Oh, mine's my chin. I don't know.
yeah, and I guess my cheeks. I get them on my cheeks on like my jawline.
My
But
jawline, yep.
it's like my jawline and up by my ears, I guess, my hairline. But anyway, it's been helping a lot. Like better than any. And I've used a lot of face washes trying to trying
Right.
to get rid of it.
Oh yeah. I had been using like a charcoal one that had worked. But still like around my cycle time is when I would still have bad flare-ups that I couldn't get rid of with it.
Yeah,
And
I used this one. It was charcoal, but it also had. It was called Say Yes to Tomato, or something like that.
oh yeah, I think I've heard of that.
It worked really good for a minute, and then it was like all out awful on my face.
Yeah.
Like it had done something to. I don't know if my face just got used to it or what.
Yeah, and I think that happens too. I think you have to switch it up sometimes because it just gets used
Yeah,
to things.
yeah. But yeah, I definitely try the Cetaphil because I think the one that I'd seen the YouTuber using was called something else, but it looked like the same bottle, and I was like, oh, there it is, and I got it.
Yeah.
Of course. Like,
Well, at least it works though. I mean,
yeah. And
I
so
don't know.
thankful for that. Ooh.
Like it's more it's not like I mean it hurts and stuff, but I mean I would rather get pregnant than worry, I'll just worry about my acne, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I that's another thing with like having like Chloe's social media stuff. Like I know that it would be better if I would take a picture with her or something, and I'm just not comfortable at all. It's just I'm not
Yeah.
there yet, you know.
I get that. I get that. And as far as are your other symptoms, are they better?
Um, they had been. And
Good.
now I'm back to where I was with being irregular and stuff. I think I need to call in and see because I've been on progesterone and it had been working perfectly until I think it was the end of January, like the last week of January.
Yeah.
And then because it regulates your cycle. Okay, so progesterone, it's if you're like having too long of cycles, it means your estrogen is high. This is what my doctor has told me, and this is I forgot we were recording.
No, that's kind of cool because I mean, it's kind of like they get to listen in on conversations, which I think I like to listen to those kinds of things because I'm like, yes, talk about it, please.
Yeah.
So I didn't know that about the estrogen because I've had that issue. So
Yeah.
she said, what now?
Yeah. So like, I'm not a professional, so talk to your doctor if you're having this problem. But so my estrogen was high, and that's why my cycle was so long. And I think it had been like 4 months long, 3, 4 months long. And so um, that meant my estrogen was high. So progesterone helps level out your estrogen.
Huh.
So I was back like you take it like I take it on the 10th of the month and then I take it until the 25th of the month. That's all I take it. I don't take it all month.
Yeah.
And during those days I have a period or cycle. So
Huh.
um when I don't take progesterone, I don't have a cycle. Like I don't have a period anymore. And then I'll take it on the next 10th. And so that had been completely working for me for a while. Um like I would start my period like the day after I started taking the medicine and ending it the day um before my pill had ran out basically. Um and then last month, about the end of the month, I just randomly started again. And it's like, why? You had been working. Like
Right?
you had
What the
finally
heck?
done your job. So I don't know what's up with it right now cuz like my hormones are crazy. Like I actually feel crazy.
Yeah.
And I don't know what it is. So I probably should, call in my doctor and just I don't know. I think she has like a nurse on call or something that I can talk to. I just don't know what it is all of a sudden, but I honestly feel crazy. Like I don't know
I
what
get
it
it.
is.
You're not, but I get it. Like, I feel like this is how bad I am with it. And I say I am, but this is how crazy I feel. I will make such an important decision, like switching jobs or going back to school or not going to school anymore or things like that. I'll make a really important decision and then it's like my hormones are like, are you sure about that? I don't know. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I just like, it's like I feel insane. Like, one minute I'm okay, and the next minute, don't talk to me. I
Right?
want to strangle people. Like,
Unless
I
you're
almost,
bringing me candy, I don't want to talk to you right now. Like it's
yes.
like
It's so bad. And it can be like really important decisions or really silly decisions or even just my mood. Like I will be fine all day and then nighttime hits and I'm ready for bed. And I don't even have to be ready for bed. Nighttime hits and somebody looks at me funny and it's like a switch. Like,
yeah.
what do you think you're doing?
And I don't know if that's a PCOS thing or if that's just a natural thing. I don't
Are
like
you
I don't even
crazy?
know anymore. Like I don't know if it's like okay, is this my PCOS or is this just like the new normal? Like I don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah, and that's the other thing. It makes me question everything. Like, okay, am
Yep.
I just being crazy? Is it my hormones? Like, what's going on? And then like, there's times where like, I don't want to. I don't know. It just really. I think it really affects mental health a lot.
It
Um,
does, and I don't think people understand that either.
yeah, and I feel bad because like I want to explain it, but I feel like I talk about it all the time. That
Me
people are
too.
like, You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like, oh, okay, whatever. Like, it's just an excuse. No, I'm trying to explain to you that I'm not okay, and I just
Yeah.
need a minute. Like,
Yeah,
let me,
exactly.
you know.
I finally, I go crazy on Trevor, and there'll be times he's just like, he can tell like something's, you know, like bothering me, and I haven't went crazy yet, and I'm just like, I just kind of need you to like show some sympathy. Like it's just like,
Yeah. But not too much because I don't need a clingy man. Like,
yep.
excuse me. That's how I get at least. I don't know. I get like that.
And this has been like I've felt normal since I started taking that. I guess it was maybe the end of October, early November. And now I feel crazy again, and it's like, why? Like I've just started
Yeah.
feeling back to normal.
Yeah, that's yes. Thank you. I've not been on medication, but I really do need to go. I finally got health insurance for the first time in like a year, and I really need to go and get that taken care of because I do. I feel crazy. I don't trust my decision making. Like, and that may not be PCOS related, but it makes me feel like it is.
Well, see, I'm kind of like, okay, can I like, you know, am I crazy, or do I just need to calm down, or like, and I've been having panic attacks like crazy. Actually, the what I have learned for myself is like if I am having a panic attack, I stop and I actually on the Bible app you can download on your phone. Um, I they have plans for anxiety, and that has helped me more than anything. It's the only thing that actually like knocks me out of my panic attack.
Oh, nice. That's really smart. I have been taking, it's called Calm, and it's a
I've heard of
vitamin.
that.
Yeah, it's a vitamin, and I don't know if it really works, but it makes me feel better. It makes me feel. It just kind of feels like it takes like. I know it's not anything that's like addictive or anything like that, but it just makes me feel like it's like, okay, everything's fine. It makes me just calm down just a little bit. You know what I mean? And it just makes it better. But I
Yeah.
like that idea, and I'll have to try that instead because I don't like using it very often, but sometimes I just need a minute. Like
Yeah,
I need to
right, right.
relax.
Well, see, there was I was I came home from my Bible study, and I just sat here. Trevor was actually in Greenwood with his brothers, and I cried the entire time before he got home. Like I just sat here, and literally it was just Satan attacking me
Yeah.
because I could not, and I was praying the whole the whole time that Trevor was gone. I sat here in prayer basically the entire time, and I don't think I was calming down enough for my like I was still letting things happen. Like I was still letting Satan just sit there and attack me basically. But at but as soon as I like actually sat down with the Bible app, it just went away cuz it was about anxiety, the plan was, and it was like Satan will attack you. Like he will attack because he wants you and he doesn't want God to have you. And
And
it knocked it out. I was like, "Oh my gosh, why did I let Satan do this to me?" Like
that sucks too. And it's almost like not that anxiety is a weakness, but it's almost like it feels like he uses it as a weakness against you, you know?
yes.
And it's like, I'm not weak, first of all, but
Right.
like quit trying to use it against me because it doesn't
Right.
help me. Yeah, so I do
And
get that.
I had never
I,
really had panic attacks. I mean, I had anxiety, but really never panic attacks. Um until here recently. And man, I never thought that I didn't know what they were like, you know? And they're horrible.
yeah,
They're really
they really
bad.
are. Thank goodness I've not had that issue recently, but I've had a past of that, and it definitely, it's like, it makes you feel like you're dying.
Mhm.
So I find that, especially, I don't know what my deal's been recently. I don't know if it's just because I'm getting older and I'm noticing it more or that I'm recognizing that I'm getting older. But one of my main things has been that I feel like I'm running out of time. You know what I mean? Like I'm running out of time to like have kids and settle down, and
Yeah.
like I'm not. You know what I mean? I have plenty of
I've
time.
actually felt that same way in the past month.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it's like, quit. That's one of, I guess, my anxieties is because it's like I'm stressed out so much over having PCOS and having
Mhm.
the difficulties of it that I don't give my body a chance to just be like, first of all,
To
relax.
relax.
Like,
Yeah.
things will happen in time. It's fine. Like,
Yep. I told Trevor the other day, I was like, I think we just need to take advantage of our situation, meaning infertility. Like, I was
oh,
like, we just kind of need to take advantage of this and because, we don't have rent right now,
yeah.
which could eventually change. Who knows? Like, what, you never know what's going to happen. I was like, we just need to take advantage and maybe start traveling or something because we're only going to be in our 20s once. I
Right.
was like,
And it's good, a good time for you guys to enjoy each other and be married, and but I get that too. You don't like hearing that either. I wouldn't. I would like, okay, thanks, but I want a kid.
Yeah.
Like, so
See,
that is
I
a good
just go
timing.
so back and forth. Like one day I'll be like, yeah, let's go travel and do this and that, and then the next day I can't walk through the baby aisle in Walmart. It's
Yeah.
like I'm never stable.
Yeah, exactly. That's the best way to put it because it's literally what it feels like. I go back and forth. And then there's days where I'm like, I'm a total opposite. I'm like, man, God knew what he was doing when he gave me PCOS. Like, I like
Yeah.
blame it on God. Like, God knows. He knows that I don't need kids. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and I don't think
Yep.
it's like that, but I just tell it to feel better, I guess. But,
Yeah, and I
uh,
think it is like a defense mechanism. Like I
yeah.
do the same thing. Um, it's just I don't know. I I have never felt this unstable in my life. It's crazy. And it's sad because, like, I felt better. So I guess I just need to go. And we're not eating right. We are eating horribly. I'm not gonna lie about that. We are eating fast food all the time and not drinking enough water. Like,
Yeah, water's our thing. We don't drink a lot enough water. A lot of our stuff we make though, like it's like we have 6 people to feed, which sounds like ridiculous, but like we have 6 people, so I feel like we don't really go and do healthy food. And some of them are so picky, like they won't eat beans, they won't eat lettuce, they won't eat all this, stuff that's good for you. And so I just
yeah.
don't make it. And then it's like, man, like I really could be cooking a lot better.
Yeah, and see, we're just not cooking.
Well, I don't think we would either if we could afford it. Definitely
That's
Taco
the
Bell is
problem.
our
We
place.
can't. We actually, Trevor was like, we need to just make a new budget. I was like,
Yeah, I get that. We do that.
which we had made a budget for when I wasn't working and we were paying rent.
Uh-huh.
And now it's like freedom. But we needed to budget because we're wanting to remodel a little bit, and if we're just giving all that remodeling money away to McDonald's basically.
I get it. Man, when I was living by myself, that's all I did. It's easier. It's so much easier.
It is. It is so easy. And then I feel guilty. That's the problem. Because I know that we should actually probably go gluten free. I've noticed for a
Uh-huh.
long time that I've had a gluten and like sensitivity.
Uh-huh.
Um and Trevor's all for it. He'll go gluten free with me. And I just can't get ourselves to. Like we like pasta too much.
Right. I've noticed gluten and dairy, and I'm a big dairy
Dairy,
person.
I
I love cheese,
know.
like on everything, and dairy really messes with me. Like, I need to quit. It's a
Right?
problem.
See, we I did better when I did Lactaid, which is like the lactose free milk.
Uh-huh.
Um Everything's so expensive. Like,
Yes, I agree.
and they only come in half gallons at Walmart in Bedford. I don't know about anywhere else. And it's like I don't want to buy a half gallon of Lactaid for $3. Like that's just insane to me.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Which everything is expensive really, but that's why we need a new budget. Just we need to be cutting out a little bit more junk food and more veggies, really.
And I really like veggies. Like, I love vegetables.
I do
I love
too.
fruit, and I just don't buy them.
Right?
Because I'm the only one that eats them.
Yeah. And like with PCOS, I know that we should be eating like salad stuff, like fresh spinach and lettuce and carrots and all that stuff. And we just don't do it.
That's okay. I mean, it's just, I guess, part of it. Then,
And I think it's a learning experience too.
mhm.
We need to, I guess we're one of those people that needs to fall before we can to do
See?
something better for ourselves.
I just keep doing the same thing and can't figure out what's happening.
Yeah.
Why is this happening to me? So last season we did a few videos. This season we're gonna not do as many. It's for one just because of where we live. We live about an hour from each other now, and it's a little more difficult. But and it's easier to edit.
Yeah, it's just an easier process. And because we are a podcast, it's just simpler. That's what we had started out being, was a podcast, not a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
And
it kind of complicates it if you start adding in other things too. I think it was a little more stressful for trying to make sure we had content, and then like I was worried about what I look
like outfits and makeup, and it's easier. Yeah. And this is what we intended it to be, And not that we won't do video for some things. It's not going to be a regular thing, though.
I think it's kind of more, it takes it back to what we started it with. And then it's nice just to be able to talk. Like, I love listening to podcasts. I do. Like, I did not, at first, I didn't like them. I thought they were silly. And now I just enjoy listening to people talk.
Just a conversation.
Okay, you get it,
Right. And it is nice to go back to just that last year, about a year ago now, like when we were just wanting to do something about PCOS and we just couldn't decide. And we went back and forth, like we were talking about YouTube, and it just didn't sit as well. Like the podcast thing is what we really liked. Yeah. And of course we're still uploading to YouTube, like our episodes, but it's not like the video content like we had been doing there for a little bit. So, I mean, our stuff will still be on YouTube because SoundCloud deletes our oldest video each time we upload. Which is, they basically just want you to buy their premium membership. Yeah. So I mean, I get it, but it's kind of crappy, but it'll be all right. And so, like, for anybody that needs to catch up on season 1, just go to YouTube.
Yeah. Aw, season 1.
I know, it's kind of sad, isn't it? It's like, that's one and done.
It's crazy it's been a year, though.
I know, I got a memory on Facebook. It's like, it's been a year?
Wow. Even though I feel like, I don't know, because I think at first I didn't think it was going to be what it was.
Yeah.
But it was more helpful, I think, for me and for you to just sit and talk.
I know.
And not feel crazy,
It definitely helped realize that a lot of the things that I struggled with, like, there was an answer behind it. Yeah. It was nice.
Yeah. I feel this way today. Oh, my hormones are messed up. Like, yeah, I get that.
Also, like, with season 1, I feel like we didn't have, like, a regular upload day. It just kind of depended on, like, what day things were recorded on and, being busy and stuff. And so now it'll be, like, our episodes will be uploaded to SoundCloud on Sunday, not at a specific time, just because that makes it a little bit more difficult. And, what if our Wi-Fi's down at some point?
Right.
It's hard to upload at a specific time. So it'll just be on Sunday on SoundCloud. And then the following Wednesday, that episode will be uploaded to YouTube. So it'll be like a week and a half after, I guess, uploaded to YouTube.
That'll be good though.
I think it'll be I think these are changes for season 2 that will be super duper helpful.
Yeah.
Helpful. So
So I think the other thing is how you posted for ideas. That would be good.
I definitely think if you have any ideas or like different topics that you want to hear about. I know we had one. It was actually Trevor's mom that suggested like organization skills, which I don't have any.
Same.
But I will look up some and we can talk about it.
That would be cool. It'd be cool to do even. Here we are, just saying that we don't do videos, but I think it'd be cool to do it like a organization video too.
Yeah. And so we can do that too, you know, and like last season we had our infertility series. It would be kind of cool if we could do more series too.
Yeah. I did like that.
And we can even do another infertility series, you know, this year around the same time.
Right. Yeah, I did like that. Yeah, okay. So it's Jeremiah 29, verse 11. It says, "For I know the plans that I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope in the future. Then you will call on me and come and pray to me, and I will listen to you. You will seek me and find me when I seek. You will seek me and find me when you seek me with all of your heart. I will be found by you, declares the Lord, and will bring you back from captivity."
I think that's a good one for today.
Yeah, it kind of fits in with the transitions we've had and how there's a time for everything, and sometimes there's a time for a break, you know?
Yeah.
Sometimes you need to get back on it, and I think it's kind of nice to, as a reminder that he doesn't have things to harm you. And that, like we were saying earlier, how I said sometimes it felt like God was like, nope, you don't need kids.
Yeah.
You know, that's not the case, you know?
Right.
He doesn't, so it's kind of a good reminder, I think.
For sure. It's good verse back. Good verse back.
Thanks for listening. We miss you guys. We'll be hearing more of us soon. And welcome back to season 2. Bye.
Bye.